Today, I'm going to give you a behind-the-scenes look at the accent training that we do at Pronunciation Pro. So I have one of our students, Daisy, with me here today, and we are going to go through some of the common error patterns that Spanish speakers tend to have. So Daisy's from Peru, and she's been a member of the Pronunciation Pro online training program. So we're going to break it down and go through these skills step by step. All right, Daisy, we're first going to talk about final voice consonants. Okay, so final voice consonants. Now we have voiced and voiceless consonants in American English, and we've talked about this before, but voice consonants have that vibration in our throat, so we're gonna get the vibration going. And then voiceless, you don't feel that vibration in the throat. And one of the tendencies for our students is to devoice voiced consonants. So instead of having that vibration on, there's a devoicing that happens. And so we're going to go through a few of these voiced and voiceless pairs and practice getting that voiced on there. Okay. The other part that we've worked on too is making sure that we don't drop ending sounds. So that's the other piece that I'm going to be a stickler about. Okay, so here we go. So first the P and the B. P, B. Okay. P is the voiceless and B is the voiced. So we're going to go through a few of these words. So cup, cub.
Cup, cub.
Okay, so do it nice and loud. Cup, cub.
Cup, cub.
Okay, good. So we're getting that voiceless on there, and to get the voice sound on there, a lot of times we can hold that vowel a little bit longer before, and you did a great job with that. Holding that vowel a little bit longer gets that vocal folds to vibrate here.
Okay.
Okay, so nap, nab.
Nap, nab.
Good. Cap, cab.
Cap, cab.
Good. So you're getting that voice on there. So I like the way that that sounds. So we're going to move from the word to sentences.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to go through a few of these. The baby cub held the cup.
The baby cub held the cup.
Okay. So we're going to overemphasize that B a little bit more. The baby cub held the cup.
The baby cub held the cup.
Good. I like that. So what we're doing in the practice is just getting that B to activate, kind of that voice to activate. So we're going to overemphasize it a little bit more than kind of normal speaking situation. Okay. So she needs to nab a quick nap.
She needs to nab a quick nap.
Perfect. Okay. I love that. I left my baseball cap in the back seat of the cab.
I left my baseball cap in the back seat of the cab.
Good, good, good. Okay, so do this next one on your own without my model.
The map left a mess for me to mop.
Okay, so backwards. So the mob, that's the voiced one. The mop is the voiceless one. So try it one more time.
The mob left a mess for me to mop.
Perfect. Okay, do one more here.
Where is the robe that goes with my robe?
Good. Okay. So what I can tell from you is that you have that awareness of your voiced and voiceless sound because you're activating that B at that end. Okay. So that's really nice. So let's go over to the T's and the D's. So these sounds are the ones that I hear most in error because that T and D is really difficult to kind of get that voice on. Okay. So beat, bead.
Beat, bead.
Good, good, good. Cut, cud.
Cut, cud.
Good, I like that. Mate, made.
Mate, made.
Good, good. And your vowels are sounding really good too. All right, so let's do practice sentences. Number 1, dancing to the beat, a bead fell off my bracelet.
Dancing to the beat, a bead fell off my bracelet.
Good. Okay, do the next one.
Cut the cud, the calf chews.
So cut the cud, the calf chews.
Cut the cud, the calf chews.
Okay, do the next one. Pirate captains made their crew call one another mate.
Pirate captains made their crew call one another mate.
Good, good. So that D and D difference is sounding very clear to me. Okay, so let's go over the K and the G. So K is the voiceless and G is the voiced. Okay, so rack, rag.
Rack, rag.
Sack, sag.
Sack, sag.
Lack, lag.
lag, lag.
Good, good, good. I like that. All right, so number 1, the rag on the metal rack smelled bad.
The rag on the metal rack smelled bad.
Good. And you got that D at the end of the bad too.
Okay.
So that was great. Okay. A wet sack of laundry will sag.
A wet sack of laundry will sag.
Okay, good. You're getting that voice sound on there. Okay, do number 3, that next one.
Jet lag is caused partly by lack of sleep.
Okay, so I'm going to have you ever emphasize that G a
Lag.
little bit
Okay.
more. Okay, go ahead.
Jet lag is caused partly by lack of sleep.
Good, good. Because when we emphasize it during our practice, what it does is just like really emphasizing, okay, that sound needs to be there at the end.
Okay.
And so then when you go into conversational speech, it will become more natural. All right, number 4, do that next one for me.
My dog will wag his tail and walk everyone.
Okay, so that dog, my dog, and you got that G on there, I just want a little bit more emphasize. My dog will wag his tail and whack everyone.
My dog will wag his tail and walk everyone.
And let's get that vowel just because, I want to practice a little bit more with that. Whack.
Whack.
Good, good,
Whack.
good. Whack.
Whack.
Yeah. I love that. I like the way that you can kind of match that because it shows that awareness and that when you hear it, you can match it. Okay, let's go over the S and Z. So S and Z is something that a lot of our Spanish speakers struggle with,
True.
right? That voice and voiceless difference for S and Z. So let's practice that. Rice, rise.
Rice, rise.
Okay, let's get that voice a little bit stronger. Rise.
Rise.
Good. Yeah, it's going to feel really uncomfortable at first to get that voicing on. Cease, seize.
Cease, seize.
Very nice. Good job. Mace, maze.
Mace, maze.
Good. Okay.
Really
Try that one
bad.
again. Mace, maze.
Mace, maze.
Good. Okay. All right, we're going to go through some practice sentences. The water of the rice paddies is on the rise.
The water of the rice paddies is on the rise.
Good. It's going to take a little bit of practice and repetition to get that Z sound to really get focused on there. I'm actually going to come down to this one. It's no use to fix a thing you don't use.
It's not use to fix a thing you don't use. Use.
Okay, get that voice on there. So even just feel it. Use.
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 Good. If we have to like really hold it to get that voice on, sometimes that helps. Use.
Use.
Good. I tried to advise him, but he won't take my advice.
Oh, that's a good one. I tried to advise him.
Advise him.
But he won't take my advice.
Good. Okay, so getting that Z sound is really going to be the tricky part because your voice is wanting to just devoice everything at the end, right? Okay, so the S and Z, when we find an area that you're like, ooh, that is really tricky, that's when we kind of dive in and just do a lot more repetition and get that voice on. So this and these is a good example. So like this and these.
This and these.
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 Oh, there was a great one. Do that again. These.
These.
Yeah,
The
I
vibration,
like that. That
right?
was a good vibration. That was a good strong Z sound in there. All right, so here's another one that our Spanish speakers sometimes have a challenge with is the ch and j sound. So a lot of times instead of that j sound and getting that voice on, it becomes the ch sound. So let's try this. Catch, cadge.
Catch, catch.
Rich, ridge.
Rich, ridge.
Ridge.
Ridge. That's a hard one.
Yeah,
for
that's
me.
a hard one.
Yeah.
Got to get that voice on, right?
Ridge.
Good. Etch, edge.
Edge, edge.
Edge. Yeah.
Edge.
Yeah. Good. You have to kind of force it a little bit. Batch, badge.
Badge, badge.
Okay. Yeah, you're doing good. You're just like pushing that a little bit more with the voice.
Okay.
All right, let's do, he got a badge for his batch of cookies.
He got a badge for his batch of cookies.
Okay. Electricians search to find the power surge.
Electricians search to find the power surge.
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 And if you have to
Surge.
hold that vowel before a little bit
before-
longer,
okay.
that will help bring out that voicing. Surge.
Surge.
Okay, good. And even if it doesn't like fully voice the ending, when you hold that vowel, it at least gives the quality of that voice.
Okay.
And so it's a little bit of a trick that helps it sound more voiced. All right, so voiced and voice endings, that is an area that our Spanish speakers, really have to work on. A lot of our Spanish speakers are dropping ending sounds like the T's and the D's, the K's and the G's, some of these ending sounds. So both working on getting the ending sound in place and making sure that those voiced sounds are voiced and don't sound like voiceless. Okay, thank you, Daisy. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
So Daisy and I are going to stick around and we are going to go through other common error patterns for Spanish speakers. So look out for more videos with Daisy and I. And go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any of these videos. And check out this next video, How Do Accent Coaches Work?